Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. This is Blue Avalon. Today's video is going to be in accordance to the hashtag 13 Nights of Samhain created by the Wild Witch. Today's prompt is how do I incorporate nature into my everyday practice, especially around this time. First and foremost, forgive the ensemble. I just got off work a little bit ago. I work with dogs at a lodging facility, so I come home looking a little bit rough. Plus, it's a tidbit chilly in our house, so decided just to kind of throw on this little ensemble. But yeah, like I said, just kind of ignore it. So let's get into what the video is really about. All right. So how do I incorporate nature into my craft? The first would probably be the easiest, nighttime walks with my dog. I say nighttime because I am what is called photosensitive. I am sensitive to certain lights, including the sun. The sun makes me very sick, so I do my best to stay out of it. If I'm in it for about 5 minutes, like especially direct sunlight, if it's a cloudy day, I'm usually a little bit better, but if it is not, the bright light from the sun kills my eyes. It gives me instant headaches. I get nauseous. My eyes get bloodshot. The direct sunlight on my skin is extremely uncomfortable. It feels like, I tell people, if you take a lighter and you put it on the outside of like your britches, and that heat, that hot, is kind of what the sun feels like when it's directly beaming on my skin. So I try to avoid it at all costs. I am not a sun lover. I'm not a summer lover. I am a fall winter gal. Yeah, especially so just around this time of year, you know, it's going into my time. It's my time of year in the sense of, as I mentioned, you know, the sun is setting sooner and darkness comes a little bit earlier, and I'm able to enjoy myself a little bit more outside. I'm able to get out of the house and take those walks a little bit earlier in the evening than I would be able to around summertime. And as you're walking, you know, hearing the wind rustle through the leaves and seeing the colors of the season bouncing and reflecting off of everybody's houses who actually went out of their way to decorate for it. You know, all the animals of the night that come out, the bats and the cats, and, you know, the little trash panda raccoons. They're my favorite. You know, it's just, the dark is seductive for me, and this time of year brings it to me earlier. So, you know, it's something I look forward to. I really, really, really love it. And I love how some people love the sun and people love the heat and people love the summer. It really speaks to them. And this time speaks to me just the same, if not so much more, because as others enjoy the sun, I enjoy the dark. It is where I'm home. And it, as I mentioned, just makes me feel the most connected to the earth, to myself, and to my spirit, as well as just my craft in general. One thing that I really enjoy doing with a lot of the herbs that I find either outside in my garden or that I have to buy because I don't grow them are make tinctures, oils, and salves. These all are something a little bit different, and I use them a little bit differently, or at least for these two, will be using them a little bit differently. They are still brewing, as I like to say. They're not ready to use quite yet. They still have a few more weeks to go. This one is a dandelion tincture that I made out of dandelion roots and leaves and stems that I pulled out of my garden out front. And I mix it with apple cider vinegar. This one is not made with alcohol, just in case any of the kids want to take it. So apple cider vinegar is a really, really good way to make a tincture if you're wanting to keep it alcohol free. This guy is going to be rosemary oil. So I use rosemary. I actually just bought it from the grocery store fresh. It is organically sourced rosemary. And then this guy, it is just filled with olive oil. So I am going to be really mostly using it for, I want to say, I think this one I'm going to probably be using just for like my scalp and such. Oh, look, a little spider. Look how cute she is. Anyways, and and then this guy right here, you know what? I think I need to, I'm going to move her outside. Give me one moment. Okay, so as I was saying, this guy right here, the dandelion with the apple cider vinegar, is going to be more for medicinal use. This guy, the rosemary with the coconut oil, is going to be more topical. It is especially good and has been proven very beneficial for the use for hair growth. So more than likely, just to kind of keep my hair and my scalp healthy, I will be applying this to my scalp daily. This guy right here, this last little tidbit that I would like to share with you guys, kind of represents a final little detail about my practice. I am a gray coyote, meaning that I do not mind practicing as what some people like to call petty magic. This guy is a domination hex oil. I know that in some practices they say do what you will, yet harm none. I personally do not believe in the harm none aspect of things. I believe that if you are looking to harm none, then you shouldn't be practicing magic at all. There's always the possibility out there that you are harming somebody, regardless if your craft is good or bad, regardless if it has good intentions or not. Perfect example, if you're looking to get that promotion at work and you do a little spell to help you get that, to help you gain favor in the eyes of the management, you never know. You might be taking away that same promotion from somebody who they already had in mind. Hence harming them, because you never know. They might need it more than you do. There are ways to work around it, which are very beneficial and helpful if you are doing that spell work. Perhaps having them relocated to a different area, having something else open up for them that is beneficial for them, that pays them well, that provides them with the benefits that they need and or are looking for, to kind of open up that space and way for you to get that promotion a little bit easier, is always a little bit of a good thing to kind of do, instead of just doing spell work to obtain something without helping somebody else. As I said, you never know who you might actually be harming, which is exactly why I do not believe in the harm none. But that is just me. That is just my opinion of things. We do not all have to agree on everything. That's what makes us special and unique. And I do not expect anyone at all to believe or agree with me. That is 1,000,000% a-okay if you do not. I still respect you and honor your craft. So as I was saying, this right here is Domination Hex Oil. Let me go into it just a little bit. I'm not going to tell you everything that is in here. Its base is also coconut oil. I usually use coconut or jojoba oil. I don't know, however you want to say that. Some people call it jojoba. I say jojoba. They have the longest shelf life, usually of a couple years. So that is this one's base. For the domination aspects of it, just a few of them. Our clove, licorice root, John the Conqueror. There are a few others out there that you can use. Calamus is extremely good. You can also use more simplistic herbs such as lavender and honeysuckle. The hex aspect of it, there are red peppers in there. There is black pepper, black salt. Depending on what you're using, sulfur can be super good and beneficial. However, you want to be very, 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 very careful with sulfur. I have a story maybe I'll tell another time about how I almost lit my house on fire using sulfur. So if you're ever using that, I definitely recommend it maybe like for dry ingredients. And please be very careful what you're mixing. Do your research, study what you can and cannot mix with it, as well as with anything that you are putting together. But yeah, like I said, there's a few other things in here. I'm not going to go into everything, but yeah, so that was a little something that I wanted to share with you guys. And that kind of represents this area of how I incorporate nature into my craft. All right. I just wanted to say thank you guys for stopping by. If you want to, you could check out any of the other creators that are partaking in this hashtag by typing in hashtag 13 Nights of Samhain in the search bar. All the other content will pop up and you can see what everybody else has going on when it comes to these prompts. As well as thank you so much for stopping by. Just in general, I am a very new creator, as some of you know, so there's not much going on my channel for now, but hopefully that will change pretty soon. I will be making more videos, not just when it comes to these prompts, but I'm looking forward to maybe sharing a little bit more with you guys when it comes to just who I am, my practice, so on and so forth. But yeah, thank you guys again for stopping by, and I will check you guys later.